Power, Happiness and Success family. This video is for anyone out there who finds themselves experiencing all kinds of emotions that they don't really want to experience. It could be frustration, anxiety, disappointment, overexcitement, overly stimulated, impulsivity, aggression, bitterness, jealousy, whatever it is. If you're unhappy with an experience and a feeling that you encounter on a regular basis, this video is certainly for you. So let's dive straight in. What's happening here? So what I need you to understand is that love and inner peace and joy happens in stillness. Okay, it's all about stillness, and stillness in this instance, I'm referring to stillness in our thoughts, stillness in our experience. Now, you can experience stillness, calmness, serenity when you're doing something really captivating. You know, if you're doing something really adventurous, if you're traveling the world, you know, if you're doing martial arts, if you're playing sports, if you're going for a run and doing all these difficult physical movements, you can still exhibit stillness, peace of mind, being in the present moment, living in the now. And when you're doing these activities, you're not focused on, you know, something bad that happened earlier in the day, or you're not focused on, you know, a phone call that you're going to make later on today that you're not looking forward to, or what have you. No, you're in the present moment. You are fully present. You're experiencing the now. You're experiencing the beauty around you. You're taking it all in. You're grateful, and nothing can be taken from you when you're in that zone, because you're not focused on an outcome. You're focused on being still, on being centered, in being present. And this is where people develop their self-esteem, because when you're in that zone, no one can say or do anything to diminish you, because you're not living by your ego in that instant. You know, if someone were to say to you, you know, you look like an idiot, dude, like, that means nothing, because you're so detached from the experience. You're living in the now. You don't care about if other people agree with them, because you're away from judgment. You're away from your own ego. You're detached from reputation, from your past, from coming from a source of lack. And when your ego is enthralled in something, when you're listening to when you're identifying with your mind, when you're identifying with your past and your lifespan, you're this way, you look this way, you're this gender, you're this size. When you start to associate with all these different things, it confines your box, if you will, and it prevents you from being truly free, truly happy, truly giving, and truly joyous, to be honest with you. So, you know, I'm a man, I appreciate art, even though my artwork is, much of the time, it's quite awful. And really, I associate this with the sea. And really, this is all about stillness and those beautiful seas. That you've got a Black Sea in the Mediterranean, which is, you know, completely still. And it's incredible. It's what we're aiming for. And, you know, you can have people in there that jump in, that splash it, and you get animals and the boats and all sort of things that rattles the waves, but it always remains still. The sea itself is still. And that's what I ask from you. Now, when you develop this stillness within you by being in the present moment more often, you can start to develop these skills by catching yourself whenever your ego is being threatened, whenever you're thinking about a past experience and that makes you nervous, and you start biting your nails, or you start getting angry thinking about your past, how this person let you down or betrayed you. You start getting, you know, agitated and so on and so forth. Or if you're thinking about the future and you're like, how am I going to pay those bills? You know, what if she does this or he does that? You know, what if my colleague says that again? I swear if they say that again. When you're being captivated by all these emotions, you've lost control. You're coming from a source of lack, and you cannot be immersed and appreciate your current experience. And all we have is the now, right? Like, you are listening to me right now. You are living in the now. The moment you're focused on the future, that illusory future that doesn't exist, that you can't do anything to achieve because it's not happening right in front of you, there's nothing you can do about it, it's in your mind, or if you're remembering a past incident, you can't change the past. Most of the 50% of the past that you think about isn't even the truth anyways, because your mind has changed, experiences have happened, the intermediaries have got in the way, time's got in the way, and therefore, you know, 50% of what people remember about their past isn't even the truth, because all these different variables have changed along the way. So what's the point in being bogged down and oppressed by your own past or past experiences when it's not even exactly the truth as you reminisce? Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense. So live in the now. Be still. Be peaceful. The moment you start to have all kinds of judgmental thoughts and you start to stereotype, you start to become fearful, stressed, anxious, angry, bitter, whatever, that's when you've lost control. Okay, that's why the best martial artists, the best athletes in the world, the best performers in all kinds of different arts, they experience flow because they're here in the now. They're not getting emotionally carried away. They're not getting angry or frustrated, which is really a source of fear. They're not becoming nervous. Well, some amount of nerves is understandable because it enables you to perform at your peak. So there is a grey area here as well. But really, what we're aiming for is stillness, no thought. No thinking, just being fully present, appreciating. Now, if you're watching this video and you're thinking things like, you know, Alex, I don't like your beard, dude, I don't like your dress sense, I don't like what you're doing, you know, then you are now being taken over by your ego. You're not being fully present. But if you're watching this and you're thinking things like, you know, I really appreciate that, that was really interesting, oh, that was not bad, or that was brilliant, I'm going to take that with me, thank you. Like, now you're fully present, now you're focused on what I'm actually saying. Okay, and it's truly important because, you know, you don't want to be in a sea where there are all kinds of waves, guys, because that leads to chaos. That leads to mental entropy. That leads to the ego getting its way. You don't want your ego to take hold because you cannot be completely happy, fulfilled. You cannot feel whole if your ego's taken over. Because where there's ego, there's your longing for desires and pleasures, and all kinds of desires and pleasures lead to some sort of pain and affliction along the way. Some of it is evident. Some of it might happen in the long-term future, but really it's about your perception. So stop being grounded. Stop being immersed in the past or present, thinking about your reputation, it's coming across as perfect. Just be in the now, do your best, and experience love for yourself, love for others. When you start to wish ill will and start to be dramatic, you start to be negative and pessimistic and cynical about people, you don't trust people, you know, that's when you're taking your past and you're bringing it into your present experience, and it's hurting your current relationships. So you have to come from a source of completeness, of wholeness, of well-being. That doesn't mean don't improve. I'm always improving, I'm always learning, getting better, improving all sorts of things in my life. But it's about being present. And when you go off and work on another project, being present there. When you go to the gym, you want to train, be present there, and don't be thinking about your job or this and that when you're in the gym. You know, if you're meditating and you start to have thoughts like, get up, you've got things to do, damn it. You know, you haven't got time to waste sitting around doing nothing. You know, that's your ego taking over. That's your unconscious freaking out, trying to get you to do things that you would normally do. But it's down to you to calm yourself down, to center yourself, to calm down your circuits by deep breathing, to gather yourself, and so on and so forth. So you can remain still, you can remain in control, and you can truly make the most of your potential. Enjoy the now, because that is all we ever have, guys. So if you appreciate this content, you want to know more, head on over to my website at www.alexgem.com. Simply click where it says join PHS today, enter your credit card details. You're getting instant access to this elite course, the power system, taking you wherever you are in your life. If you're depressed, if you're chronically fatigued, if you have all kinds of illnesses and ailments, if you are struggling in your relationships, whatever you want to improve in your life, this is going to develop your habits. This is going to develop your lifestyle. You're going to change your mindset. I'm going to help to rewire your personality. I'm going to make you a different and better version of yourself. You're going to absolutely love the content including this. I provide worksheets, the written word, I provide audio content, and I produce videos like this for every single segment in every single section within this gigantic, colossal, incredible course. And there's nothing like it on the market. And I offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. And when you click join PHS today, scroll down to the bottom of that page. You'll see the course outline. You'll see the acronyms, and some of them are set to preview. Click on that and you get those things for free. I want you to try before you buy, essentially, because you're going to be astounded by the quality and what I provide. Complete the worksheets, because that's what leads to transformation. Because the course is amazing, don't get me wrong, but if you don't do the worksheets, if you're not doing the worksheets, you're not going to make it applicable to you. It's not going to be personal. It's not going to be totally relevant to you. Immerse yourself in the activities, give your best, be completely truthful, so that you can take and extract the maximum from these quality resources that's taken me over 15 years to put together. And I've invested thousands and thousands of pounds, really, of going on worksheets, learning, reading tons of books, like researching, trial and error in my own life. You know, I've been mentored by some really successful, brilliant human beings. And literally, they've taught me things, and I've read these sort of things, and I've put all the best together. And that's what enabled me to really be in a position where I can serve and support you as well. And I'm really proud to be able to do so also. You might want to get my book, The Art of Power, Happiness and Success. You can get that at Amazon. You can also get it at my store, www.alexgemstore.com. Hook yourself up. It only costs a couple cups of coffee. Like, it's worth it. You're going to love it. The value is sensational. Go and learn for yourself. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and also click the notification bell, because every single week I release several videos like this, also podcast episodes and all sorts that I only have available on my YouTube channel. So go subscribe, like this video if you found it of use, and I can't wait to work with you down the line. I'll see you soon.